What is up, Jags fans? It is so good to be back on this YouTube channel talking to you guys. I'm pumped. I got a new monitor. I'm like ready to go. I upgraded my system. It's been a good week here, so I'm ready to go to see how this goes. I want to do a 7-round mock draft. All right, we're gonna do it together as a fan group. We're gonna do it as a fan base. We're gonna go through the 7 rounds, and we're gonna make some picks here. We're going to think about it. We're going to take our time with this. It's going to be a good show. If you're not watching it live, that means you would not subscribe to the channel. To get subscribed, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. That way you get notifications. We do live shows all the time around here. I think we're doing another show tomorrow night. It's going to be a good one. And if you haven't heard yet for the draft, we're going to be doing a live draft here in Jax Beach. So if you live in Jacksonville, you want to come hang out, we're going to be at Philly's Finest in Jacksonville Beach. We're going to have a microphone set up so that anyone that comes can just come on and kind of give their thoughts and talk. So if you're in Jacksonville, make sure to check it out. We'll be pumping those details as it gets closer to the draft, but we're super excited. Come hang out. Come give us your thoughts. Come say what's up. It's going to be a good time. I'm pretty excited about that for sure. Ace Sharpshooter, first one in the chat, says go Jaguars. D2 says hi. Charlie Boy says third. All right, you were third. Okay. DJM says Jason Sun. J.R. Gordon says Duval. If you're wondering why I'm reading all of these comments here on YouTube, it's because we are a podcast / YouTube channel for the fans. So get in here, talk Jags, give us your thoughts and things like that. So we're going to get into it for sure. JDW Sports Talk Show says, what's going on, Jags Nation? Not much, JDW. We're about to do a little bit of mock drafting here. So for those that like to mock draft, this is definitely going to be the show for you. All right. So we're going to get our Jacksonville Jaguars 7-round mock draft here going. Love to hear what you guys think as we move on here for sure. In the comments, it says, where's Colin Johnson? Colin Johnson on UCF Jaguars show. You know, shout out to UCF Jaguar for getting Colin on, dude. That was a great interview. Great show. UCF Jaguar kills it for sure. Shay J says almost first. LOL. Not really. Okay. All right. Austin's got a lengthy comment here. Says, what's going on, bud? Not much, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I was sick over Easter weekend. Had some sinus stuff going on. So I didn't do any shows this week. It was killing me. I wanted to, but it's okay. We're back now, and I think I got a guest to come on tomorrow to kind of talk Jags. So that'll be fun, but I'm doing good. He also goes on to say, I'm excited to see the start of the new born Jaguars team. We deserve these changes so much and can't wait until teams like the Chiefs are scared to come to the bank. Go Jags. I think you're right. I have moments where I honestly it's like, do we really have Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence? Like, I have these moments where it's just like what happened? Like, how did this happen to us? Like, how did we get so lucky to where we get those guys? So let's just soak it in for a second. I'm pumped about it for sure. JDW says, I'm a Colts fan, but I'm not going to talk crap. I respect all teams. Just want to have a chill convo. All right, JDW. You could have not said anything about the Colts, and no one would have known. So the fact that you mentioned it only brought it on for yourself. Michael Johnson says, I honestly think Urban is leaning toward Rondale more at 25. Okay, well, let's see. We're going to do a mock draft here of our own. We're going to use Pro Football Network's mock draft simulator, and we're going to start with the number 1 pick. And I think the number 1 pick is pretty easy. We're going to click on Trevor Lawrence, and we're just going to draft him. We're not even going to look at the breakdown of him. It doesn't matter. We're taking Trevor Lawrence. You know what? That's good with me. All right, let's see here. So if we're looking at here, I guess I kind of want to see, like, you know, what we would have to do. What's going on here with this? Let's do a little refresh here. All right. Let's start over here, boys. Let's start over. 7 rounds. Let's draft. All right. So the first thing they do is they show you, like, offers for this pick here. Pick 4, pick 35, pick 68, 2022 Atlanta first, 2022 Atlanta second. Like, if Trevor Lawrence wasn't in this year's draft, there would be so many options to trade down. Oh my God. I think this just goes to show that, I mean, how important Trevor Lawrence is. Like, obviously we're not going to take this, but just look at this. I mean, we're going to reject this. That's pathetic. Okay, this Jets counter offer. The second pick, literally taking the second best quarterback. If you were sold on Wilson, if you were sold on Fields, you could literally bring in all of these picks, 23, 34, the Jets first and a Jets second. I mean, it's insane how many picks you could get for this. We're going to reject all of these. And we're going to take the negatives. Passes sail over the intended target's head on occasion, shows a hitch in his throwing motion. I can't wait till we go back in time and we look at this and we say, what an idiot whoever wrote this about Trevor Lawrence. We're going to take him. Let's go. All right. Zach Wilson goes off the board next. Trey Lance. Okay. We're at pick 8, and Pitts hasn't been drafted yet. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we would have to do to get him. All right. We're going to pick on the Panthers. What would y'all be willing to give up here? I mean, I would give 25, obviously. Would you give 33? Let's keep 33. Let's just try to give 45, and let's see 106. I know this is a lot. And then we'll take their 8. Trade was declined. Okay, I mean, they're not going to take it. I mean, let's be realistic here. They're not going to take it. Okay, so Pitts goes 11 here. Like, is there a chance you can move to 11? I don't know. There could be. I mean, we're going to pause the draft, and we're going to get to some of these comments. Elliot Crabtree, what's up, Jason? What's up, Elliot? Predator, what up, boys? What up, Predator? Predator's the man. He responds to Michael Johnson and says, ever since he was compared to Cole Beasley, I'm kind of scared of Rondale Moore. What do you mean compared? Just because they're both 5'7.5" doesn't mean they're compared. They're just both the same height. Kevin, lucky we've had years and years of heartache. We deserve Trevor and Urban. You're right, Kevin. You're right. And we do deserve it. But what I meant was, like, people had been, like, looking forward to Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer coming into the league for a while, right? We've been talking about Trevor Lawrence since he won the national championship as a freshman. We've been talking about Urban Meyer. I mean, if you're a Gator fan, you've been talking about Urban Meyer since 2006. You knew these guys were going to come back into the league eventually. And the fact that it kind of came together at the same time is lucky. That's what I mean. Like, the fact that Urban Meyer's coming in with Trevor Lawrence, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm pumped. Like, I just have, all I was saying is I have moments where I'm just like, yes, like, this happened. We do deserve it. You're right. We do deserve it, but it's crazy. Elliot says, I saw a lot of predictions saying Trevor Moehrig is going to go to the Jags. Yeah, that's true. I have seen a lot of those as well, Elliot. DJM says, to be honest, I like us getting Trevor. I think he's a good backup to Minshew. All right, DJ, come on. Long John Silver 85 says, I don't watch college at all, just here. Long John, you're not in the minority, I don't think. A lot of people, I mean, since January, people have been talking about players that we should draft and we should get at 25 and 33. And I've had to look them all up, and I've had to kind of do some research and watch film that I love to do, but I'm with you, man. I don't watch a lot of college football either. Predator says, LMAO, look at how much positives there are compared to negatives. Holy moly. Talking about Trevor Lawrence's breakdown. I know, you're right. I know. Michael Johnson says, Phillips is one concussion away from never playing again. Just make Colin Johnson a tight end. Jimmy Popcorn, I like that. Nick Evans says Wilson is better. Nick Evans, if Wilson is better, then people like you and people that like to be controversial will be right. And the thing about controversial people, like I'm guessing yourself, but I don't mean to make any, assumptions, but the controversial people that are out there that are saying Zach Wilson's better, there's guys that are putting out those articles, they're the same people that say that about like everybody. Like they make a controversial statement about literally every single thing, and most of the time they're wrong, and they can look back and point to a couple things here or there that they were right about just because probability-wise you're going to hit on like 10% of your controversial takes. And I think that's what's going to happen with Zach Wilson. I don't think he's going to be better. It's just people digging to look back, to point back and say they were right. Kyle Pitts in this mock doesn't go till 11. I tried to trade up for 8. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it with a couple of our later picks. 11? That could have been realistic. Let's keep going here. Let's kind of see where the draft kind of falls. Devonta Smith, 12. Micah Parsons goes 14. Rashad Bateman, I know a lot of you are mad there. Now, see, Elijah Vera Tucker is a guy that I could see falling. I really could see him falling. I don't know if the Jags make a move at him, but I did a breakdown of the top players the Jags could draft at 25, and I have Vera Tucker on that list as a potential guy that could fall there because he's really good and he's being projected high, but players fall all the time. You remember Taven Bryan? Do you remember where he was projected? I know that's a bad example because everyone hates Taven Bryan, but Taven Bryan was projected to be in the teens, and he fell all the way to the Jags pick that year, so just saying, like, it could happen. Jeremy Price says, what do you think we can get for Minshew? I think the local radio had Ian Rappaport on last night, and they asked him what we thought we could get for Minshew, and Ian Rappaport said a fifth, maybe a fourth. And look, I'm a zero-sum guy. I'm a profit guy. If we took Minshew in the sixth, I don't want to flip him for a fifth like 2 years later. That doesn't seem like a win to me. I would rather just hold on to him, honestly. I just hold on to him, you know? See what we can get. You never know what's going to happen. You never know when you're going to need a guy to come in and win you 3 or 4 games, and why not have Minshew be that guy? I know everyone's so eager to get rid of him because in their heads they're getting a third-round pick for him, but I don't know if a team's going to trade a third-round pick for him. I think you have more likely of a chance to get a third-round pick out of Minshew if you wait until like week 1 or 2 to trade him. If one of these teams who's built to win this year, one of these guys who's depending on their quarterback to win, they kind of have all their eggs in their basket for this year and next year. If their quarterback goes down, season-ending injury, week 1, those backups are at their most valuable like week 1 and week 2. So let's hold on to Minshew. Let's see what we can get out of him, and maybe wait till week 1 or 2, or just keep him as a backup. Harley Morrell says, yo, we live. We are live, Harley. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Predator, if we switch to a 3-4, should we look into one of the top linebackers in the draft? No, because I think if we switch to a 3-4, although there are 4 linebackers, you're only going to be in that base 3-4 set on like early downs. And even in that base 3-4 set, you're going to have Jack and Schobert as your inside guys, and then whoever you want on the edge. I think you can get a depth guy there maybe later. That's it. UCF Jaguar in the building. UCF Jaguar, we were just talking about how your interview with Colin Johnson was just on point, dude. Congratulations. Great interview. Great score. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch UCF Jaguar's interview with Colin Johnson. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff, dude. You're unnatural, my guy. You're unnatural. All right, at pick 25, Najee Harris just got drafted right before us. Samuel Cosmi just got drafted 2 picks before us by the Jets. I like that pick, actually. I'm a big Cosmi fan. Now we're being offered a second next year for pick 40. No, rejecting it. Pick 32 and 64. Now, this is interesting to me. Like, I don't see the Jags like trading back in this year's draft. If anything, I think they trade up because of the amount of picks they have. But if they have a guy like Travis Etienne circled on their draft board, if they have a guy like Zaven Collins, linebacker from Tulsa, circled at 25, like they may trade back to 32 and get 32 and 33. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm going to reject it because I want to pick. All right, so here we're sitting at 25. Here's our big decision here. The best offensive player left on the board is Travis Etienne. I'm a big Travis Etienne guy. I've talked about that a bunch. I just think he's a good player. Pat Freiermuth is here. If this is a lot of people are saying Pat Freiermuth is going to be there at 33, but if you really love Pat Freiermuth, you take him here. I know people want to wait. Let's just see who's available defensively. All right, now you got the Greg Newsome. Everyone's big on him, the cornerback out of Northwestern. Zaven Collins, a guy people are big on. Trevor Moehrig, this is a guy that everyone wants. Greg Rousseau is a guy that could be there later. Look, this is a tough decision here. This really is. And this is going to be where the Jags kind of make or break their year. Rondale Moore is here. Kadarius Toney is here. I don't know, man. Who got Kyle Pitts? Good question there, Maverick. It was 11. He went 11 to the Giants. So that's what I was saying earlier. We could have traded up there and done that. You guys tell me what y'all think. A couple people are here saying Moehrig. I'll let you guys kind of make this pick here. Maybe, maybe I kind of want somebody, so maybe not. UCF Jaguar says, thanks, bro. I'm just happy I got my internet kinks worked out with you before I got to the big guns. Haha, just messing with you. UCF Jaguar, I kind of feel like, dude, I was the guinea pig for your like awesome interviews. So I will take that. And that's it for sure. Jalen Phillips, Edge 1, says Nick Evans. Take a punter, says Jimmy Popcorn. Jimmy, dude. Come on, man. JDW, I can see the Raiders reach for Newsome. Raiders always seem to reach. JDW, honestly, I got to give you props for being here as a Colts fan. Tell me who do you guys want this year? I did a video breaking down the Colts picks last year when they took Taylor and the receiver from USC. I can't remember his name. And I wasn't huge on the picks, but it's turned out that he's pretty good. Is it Pittman? Whatever his name is? I mean, nice picks there. Tell me who you want. All right, Moreg getting overhyped. Urban loves Moore ever since he torched the Buckeyes. 12, 172 touchdowns. He's been infatuated. Moreg. Okay, I know people aren't going to be happy with me here. And look, I get it. You want to hate me, you can hate me. But I think I got to take Kadarius Toney here. This is it, dude. Athletic skill player coming off a tremendous senior campaign. Plays with tremendous balance. Let's see his negatives. He's a thin build, struggles in battles, and needs space to work. Easily brought down to the point of a single defender. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see this analysis, but I like his big playability. And we're going to do it. We're taking Kadarius Toney, 25 overall, boys. Let's do it. We're moving on. Hopefully. Yeah, I know. We're getting the boos already. I know. But I'm telling you. All right, so pick 33. We have an offer. Pick 7. People are mad. I know. I'm sorry. Look, I have to listen to my heart. I have to. I think Toney is going to be a game changer in the NFL. I know. People are mad. We have to give Trevor Lawrence some weapons. We have to. I know people like, I mean, Freiermuth is he still here. Leatherwood, honestly, is who I want, but I'm going to probably end up taking Freiermuth here, but I really would rather have Leatherwood. Like I would, but it is what it is. Toney has scary upside, but will have to be very well coached. Okay. Well, if there's somebody who can coach him well, it's Urban. UCF Jaguar says Toney is better than Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore's tape bores me. I agree. I mean, look, in college tape, the thing is like, I hate to say this. I hate to be a tape snob, but highlights are not a good indication of how good a player is going to be. Players' highlights, like you look at guys like Rondale Moore, you look at guys like, that just have this like dynamic highlight reel when they're playing, like when they have 6 touchdowns against Army. It's like, yeah, okay, that's cool, but that's not realistic. Christian Armento is saying take O-line. Dude, I'm with you, Christian. I really am. It's kind of where I want to be. JDW Sports Talk Show says, to be honest, talking about the Colts, it really depends on how the draft goes. We need an edge rusher and a left tackle badly. I would like Taven Jenkins or Phillips at 21, but Ballard likes to move back a lot, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've come to not hate the Colts as much as I used to. I really hated Peyton Manning when I was younger. Like, hated him. Like, since he's been doing the commercials, I actually have kind of grown to like him a little bit more since he's been retired. But, man, I hated Peyton Manning. I just couldn't do it. So I'm glad he's gone. At 33, best left tackle. So Jimmy Popcorn, you've had so many troll statements, I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm rejecting this from the Vikings. 61, Buffalo second, rejecting. All right. We're doing it, boys. Like, look, if I'm listening to my heart, let's see who's here on the defense. Oof, Gregory Rousseau, I kind of want him. Jalen Phillips, I kind of want him too. Look, if I'm listening to my heart, I'm taking Alex Leatherwood, but I just don't know how much the Jags are gonna use a tight end. I'm doing it. Alex Leatherwood, boys. I'm taking Alex Leatherwood. There's nothing you can do to stop me. It's already been done, boys. We're solidifying our offensive line. I don't care that the franchise tagged Cam Robinson. Look, I got an issue with our right tackle. I got an issue with our left tackle. I'm drafting a tackle. I'm doing it. And he can move inside the guard. Look, if we need to move him inside, like, we can do it. We can do it for sure. So, look, if you're going to be mad, you're going to be mad. I know I took Tony and Leatherwood. I'm huge on Leatherwood. I made a video about, the top 5 players I went at 25. Leatherwood and Tony were both on the list, really high on the list. Ortiz is booing me. Jason, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rejecting you guys. I want the pick. All right. Look, I'm telling you, Leatherwood's a good player, man. I watched this film. Look, I'm not a guy to fall in love with offensive linemen, but I am on him. I'm huge on him. Think about the consistency that Alabama's offensive line has had. This isn't the same guy as Cam Robinson. Cam Robinson was good, but his film didn't blow you away. He was just a big guy, and you're always taking a risk. And I've said many times that I don't like drafting offensive linemen, signing them in free agency because it's hard to hit on linemen. But I like what I see out of Leatherwood. I don't want a tight end that high. I don't think if you're going to take Pitts, that's fine. I think he's a offensive weapon. I don't think Freiermuth really transcends the position the way Pitts does. And I just am not sold. I need a guy to build for the future. I need to help Trevor Lawrence out. I think Leatherwood's going to do that down the road. I don't see Cam Robinson being here long term. So what are we going to do? I like the Dante Samuel Jr. pick here. I like this Trace. Not actually a big Trey Smith fan. And look, we were one pick away from Freiermuth. We almost got him. We could have traded up, honestly, to that 44. If we really, really liked Freiermuth, we could have swapped picks with Dallas if he's there. Christian says Brevin Jordan at 44. Oh man, let's see where he's at here. Let's see where he's projected to be. 90. Okay, so according to this, we could wait to 65. So just for that reason alone, I'm gonna wait. Serious question about Leatherwood's athleticism, him and Eichenberg. But all right, y'all want to see? Let's see here. Let's try not to get in trouble. Dude, I'm big on him, dude. I am. I'm a big fan of Leatherwood. I think he's a big dude. He does not remind me of Cam Robinson at all. I know Cam Robinson came from Alabama. He was a bum, but he doesn't remind me of him. I mean, okay, he's leaning into his player here. Good hands here. Left tackle here. Oh, yeah. Eat up that block. Oh, yeah, Mississippi State? You're not getting to my quarterback? Dude, look at that, dude. AirPod Pros. Dude, that's a guy you want, man. That's a guy you want on the left side of your line. And if you guys aren't with me, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I want Leatherwood on my team. I'm sold on Leatherwood. I'm sorry. Pat Freiermuth fans, I'm sorry. Jersey Jaguar, Tony at 25, no matter what. Jersey Jaguar, I took Tony at 25. I did. JDW Sports Talk Show. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Carr, but heck no. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about, and I hope you're not talking about David Carr. Didn't you just say highlights are a bad way to judge someone? Yes, I did, Jeremy. Yes, I did. Daniel Blazing Borrell says, come on, bro. You only going to win 3 games. What are you talking about? Who did I miss that is going to swing the needle more than that? If you're telling me Tony and Leatherwood and Lawrence added to the offense is going to – I mean, I don't know. Maybe a defensive player wins us more games. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't think there's any player in this draft that's going to move the needle 3 or 4 games. They're young. Maybe next year or the year after, but I'm only expecting 6 to 8 wins next year anyways. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you're expecting. Elliot Crabtree, who doesn't love Alabama players? Yeah, I mean, Alabama players are literally, there's 20 of them going in the first 3 rounds. Austin, you know what's cool? Urban Meyer knows so much about the prospects coming out this year for covering college. He will have upper hand like Pete Carroll did when he entered the NFL. Okay. I think it's kind of a crapshoot anyways. I think you're going to try to find people that fit your system anyways. So I don't know, dude. It's tough. It's tough. Tino says exactly y'all week. Okay. Yeah. We are. I mean, we won 2 games last year. 1 game last year. We won 1 game last year. We are weak. You are 100% right. We are trying to win more games, 100%. Raider fan, okay. All right. I guess the Raiders are not in too much of a better position than we are. All right, so here we're at 45. I'm inclined to take a defensive player just because I don't want to be here with just like an all offensive draft. I'm a big Gregory Rousseau fan. Richie Grant, not a bad player. Let's see here who I have here at 45. Some people to think about. I want to see, is Tyson Campbell still available? Okay, so Tyson Campbell is I like Tyson Campbell. 76. We could get him later. Man, I do think we're going to need an edge player. Gregory Rousseau, explosive college pass rusher with outstanding athleticism and upside, fast moving in direction. Must improve his playing balance. I don't know, man. Easily slid by blocks. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at what we have here, boys. We'll take a little ad. I haven't seen that one, but I'm sure it's pretty funny. Gets off the ball pretty quick. Look, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for DNs that get off the ball quick. I'm going to be straight up with you. Whew. This tackle gets off the ball quick. I mean, that's a bad block. I mean, that's just bad. Was that even the right guy? I don't even know if I was looking at the right guy. All right, come on. No, yeah, it was the right guy. This is the only play. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, he was coming from the interior. Okay. I mean, kind of cleans up there. All right. Let's see where he's lined up here. So he can line up inside, which is nice. I mean, we do kind of need some interior guys, unless y'all are planning on Taven Bryan playing those snaps. I mean, he's lined up head up on the center. If we're in a 3-4, this is your 1-2-3. This is your edge rusher. This is your linebacker blitzing. This is your nickel package, probably. I'm convinced, boys. I'm convinced. That's all I needed to see. Gregory Rousseau. Let's do it, boys. We're taking him. We're taking him, boys. We're not forgetting about the defense. Don't you worry about us. Elliot Crabtree. I don't think we really get a D lineman. Just my opinion, dude. I don't like our D line, dude. I really don't. I mean, I'm not counting Josh Allen. I'm not counting Clavon Chazon. So, Tyson Campbell. The Chiefs reached for Tyson Campbell. Okay, we're not trading. Man, that's kind of who I wanted there. Rondale Moore at 59. Some of you people will be mad about that. Man, we missed some good players there. Maybe we could have gotten some better value there from Gregory Rousseau, but I'm not willing to it. I'm getting some okay, he's the Raiders fan, so it's okay. Everything but Carr, the problem in Las Vegas. We're talking about the Raiders here. I don't know, man. I mean, if you would have told me that Mike Mayock and John Gruden was coming to my team, I would have been pretty excited. But man, we're not seeing a lot of that. We're not seeing a lot of the fruit of that coming. So salty 8-8. Let's not gang up. I know he's being a troll in the chat, but let's not gang up on the Raiders fan. They've had it just, you ever grow up with a kid in school that like picked on kids, and you like looked at him and you were like, why are you picking on kids? Like, you are weird too, or like you whatever. Like you ever, and you don't really like. You just feel bad for them. You just feel bad. That's kind of how I feel about Raiders fans. I just feel bad for them. Like, yeah, they're a little ego thing. Like, they're got to pick on, they're bullying people to try to get their ego up, but they're not good. They're not good. Shay J says, you getting a Bowflex soon, Jason? That targeted ad. Well, I've been doing some Googling, about, I'm just kidding. I only use this computer for Jaguar stuff. So the fact that every ad isn't, a Jaguar targeted ad, that, and I may play the occasional PC game every once in a while. We have a Raiders dude who thinks his team is in, I don't know, I can't read it. Who's the best safety on the board, says Jimmy Popcorn. All right, well, as of now, we're at Hassim Nasser-Deline from Florida State, and he is horrible. We are not taking him. Javon Holland. I know a lot of people are big on Javon Holland, and that's a guy that I'm kind of thinking about, but I don't know. Dylan Moses, was he injured? Oh, yeah, he was injured. That was his problem. Dude, Dylan Moses, if he wasn't injured, he would have been probably a first-round pick. All right, so let's see what we got here. At 65, Oh, Landon Dickerson. Are we taking Landon Dickerson too? No, I can't do that to y'all. All right, let's see who I had some people kind of loaded up that I wanted to kind of look at each spot here. All right, let's see here. Is Kelvin Joseph still available? I think I saw him get drafted, unfortunately. Yeah, dang it. Look, Hunter Long from Boston College is a guy that's there. Amari Rogers from Clemson. Is that a guy that we take there? I mean, we already took a receiver, so we're not taking any more receivers. Aaron Robinson. I mean, we are going to need someone, to come in and play the nickel. Let's see what we got here out of Aaron Robinson. Aaron Rodgers. I wish that'd be something. That would be something. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, Canva. I actually do have a Canva account. Canva's is pretty dope. I use Canva a lot. All right. Is that Felipe? Ooh, we got a little play in the air. Maybe UCF Jaguar needs to come on and tell us why we need to take Aaron Robinson. That's a good little play right there. All right, let's see here. He's going to come up in space and make a tackle on the running back. Yes, he is. Oh, he forces a fumble. I was wondering what was going to be impressive about that. Okay. All right. Good tackle. Good strong hands there. Oh, gets to the edge? Oh, so he has a knack for the football is what you're telling me. Oof. I do like the intensity that he attacks the football. I do. I do like that. No, not enough for me, boys. Not enough for me. See what y'all think here. Who we taking it? Who we taking at 60, 65, boys? Who we taking? Do you think Urban will trade in this draft? I think he'll trade up. I do. Christian Armento. We're not going to suck in 2 years. I know. We're going to be really good. Yes, Holland, says Jimmy Popcorn. Is Javon Holland where we're going with this? Is Javon Holland where we're going with this? It is, isn't it? It is. It is. It is, isn't it? 2019. That's sad. We gotta look at 2019 highlights. I guess Oregon didn't play that much last year. Okay. Read the quarterback's eyes on the inside route against Gardner Minshew's former school. I mean, that's a good play on the ball there. I mean, it's pretty instinctual there. We're gonna show that a bunch, huh? All right. Bo Nix. He's known for his accuracy. Am I right? All right, that was a horrible throw, and I hope they don't show that one again. Could have gotten called for holding there. All right, see what we got here. Dude, 8 seconds in the pocket. How do you have that much time in the pocket and you still throw a pick? Will someone tell me that? Okay. I need to see him in run support. Like, I get it. Oh, is he a kick returner? Oh, okay. Okay. Now I'm interested. Okay. All right, boys. This is what I like to see right here. The little hezzy. That's all I needed. All I needed to see right there. Welcome to the team, Holland. Welcome to the team. That's it. Even if the Jags are bad next year, I'm just happy we don't have to consistently root for them to lose. UCF Jaguar, I think you're spot on with that. That was one of the biggest things that we talked about. I think when we were talking on each other's shows, that rooting for the Jags to lose was miserable, and how we were like bigger Jets fans than we were Jags fans this year, which kind of hurt. It did kind of hurt. Josh Burns says UCF Jaguar, go like and subscribe. Dude, everyone here has already liked and subscribed to UCF Jaguar. Of course, I mean he kills it. He kills it for sure. All right, pick 106 coming up. All right, pick 106 coming up. Do we trade back? We do not. We don't trade back at all. All right, I feel like we have to kind of go offense here. Dante Brown. All right, I don't even have to look. Ooh, Trey Sermon. Hold up, Jason. Recap who you've just picked. All right. Good. I will recap. All right, so for those of you that just got here, we're going to recap our picks here. Number one, I kind of went outside of the box here, and people aren't going to like this, but number one, I took Trevor Lawrence. I had to. It just made the most sense. I think he's a good fit for the team. I can't even do that with a straight face. At 25, I took Kadarius Toney. And I know people are going to get on me that. I just think he's going to be a good NFL player. I think the Jags need a receiver. I'm huge on Marvin Jones. I'm huge on our receiving staff. But, I mean, this is a team that wants to have a bunch of receivers. I don't know how long Marvin Jones is going to be here. I could see him being a guy here for 2 years and Toney kind of taking over. I just think if you add Toney into the mix, you kind of can create that like running back 2 spot between him and Laviska Shenault. And you don't have to dig deep for a running back 2. You don't have to go out and get a guy. You don't have to a receiving running back. I know we have Carlos Hyde already, but Kadarius Toney was who I wanted there. At 33, again, I went against conventional wisdom. I went Alex Leatherwood. Leatherwood was a guy that I just am big on. I think he's going to be a player that really helps an NFL team somewhere. I think Cam Robinson is going to be a 1-year guy here, and they would have been dumb to let Cam Robinson walk this year because of the cap space, because of where they were at. They're not in a position where they're like have to win next year. So franchise, you don't have anyone else you're going to franchise tag. You got to use your franchise tag on someone. Get Leatherwood in here. Let him play behind him for a year. You know there's going to be injuries somewhere on the offensive line. The depth at the moment is like Tyler Shatley. So we need depth anyways. Let's get Leatherwood in here. That's a guy that I think long-term could be a left tackle for you for a long time. At 45, I went Gregory Rousseau. I do think we need to address the edge position. I like K'Lavon Chaisson, but I think Rousseau is more of a guy that can flex inside. He can play that 3 technique. He can play a 5 technique. I think Chaisson is strictly a 7 or 9 technique, meaning he can only play outside of the tackle or outside of the tight ends. I think he's really good there, but I think he's going to be limited down the road on what he can do just because I think that's all he can play. Super athletic. I think Rousseau, it just gives you a little more versatility there. At 65, I took Javon Holland, safety. I know this is an offensive-heavy draft, but I liked Holland. I like I'm not going to lie, I like the fact that he can kick return. Landon Dickerson is another guy I thought about taking, but considering I'm probably about to take another Alabama offensive lineman here, I thought, I think Dante Brown's as good as Landon Dickerson in my opinion. That brings us to 106. I've kind of tipped my hand at Dante Brown. I think they're going to take a tight end here eventually. I just don't think round 4 is it. I think you can still get some like mega value in round 4. And a couple other guys that I've kind of looked at 106. Jackson Carman, he's a guard tackle out of Clemson. And then Trey Sermon, who's still here. If we don't take Toney, which realistically I don't know if that's going to happen. If Toney's not on the team, we are going to have a need for a receiving back out of the backfield, a guy who can kind of come in. And I think Sermon could do that. But I just think with Carlos Hyde and James Robinson, I think we're happy there. I really do. And I don't think you're going to see a running back taking that early. So, although I do like them, I'm going to have to take Dante Brown. Massive wide body blocker who's only effective in a small area. Oh, come on. Lumbers around the field. In effect, okay. What? Am I thinking of a different Dante Brown? I mean, who wrote this? All right, let's take a look. Senior Bowl. I don't care about the Senior Bowl. Do not care about the Senior Bowl at all. Look at that big boy. Come on. That's a massive human. That is a massive freaking human. You're telling me you don't want him on your team? You don't want him on your team? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm convinced. That's all I needed to say. Thank you. Thank you, Dante Brown highlights. All right, Dante Brown taken. Here we go. Moving right along. Daniel says the Raiders need you as a GM. I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah, they could do worse than me. Josh Burns, I need to do a mock draft with UCF and discuss each other's picks. Maybe that's a good point. I'll try to get UCF Jaguar to do that. He's so popular now and he's so like big time. Like, I don't even know if I have time. If he has time to fit me on his channel anymore, to be honest. Elliot, I can tell you right now, Trevor wanted to be in Jacksonville instead of a cold place like the East Rutherford. Yeah, I think you're right. Maverick Harden says, Jason, I think Kadarius Toney will be the next Tyreek Hill. Maverick, I agree with you. That's why I took him. I'm big on Toney, no homer. People want to call me a homer. I'm not. I'm not. Elliot Crabtree, Trevor Lawrence is the next Tom Brady. Can you imagine if we had the next Tom Brady and the next Tyreek Hill? That's what I'm talking about. All right, at 130, here we see our boy Kyle Trask as the top offensive player. Okay, it's a little high for me, but who knows? Jalen Moore, a lot of people are big on him out of Western Michigan. Western Michigan. Let's see here. 130, some guys I have highlighted here is Dan Moore, tackle out of Texas A&M. A D tackle, Taquan Graham out of Texas. Defensively, James Wiggins. I know some people are big on him. Keith Taylor. Sean Wade out of Ohio State. Ooh. Now, if we didn't take the safety earlier, Sean Wade's a guy I think that we would look into. But because we're good at safety, because we're fine, I think we still have to stick with the offense here. Man, not a lot of great selections here. This is where you would really have to make your money. What round are you in? All right, I'm pick 130. So I'm in the fifth round. Fifth round here. UCF Jaguar. Sorry, Jason, I have Daniel Jeremiah coming on next week. We'll get together sometime in the future, I'm sure. Well, I heard you had Trevor Lawrence coming on, but I don't want to spoil it for your fans. I mean, maybe when you announce it, you can give me some credit for breaking it here first. Tony at 25, ETN at 33, Pat F at 45. Defense will suck, but we'll score 50 a game. All right. Wade blows, says Jimmy Popcorn. Jalen Durden. All right, let's take a look. I don't know much about Jalen Durden, so let's see. Shiftiest player in college football. That's what I like to see. I think we watched highlights of him already. I think we watched this already on the channel. Yeah, the North Texas guy. Yeah. That doesn't look very shifty. Did they play like 2 games this year? Oh, 7? 7 games. Okay. Good body control, good hands. I like that. Okay, knows how to work with an improvisational quarterback. I like that. Excuse me. Okay, see him here in the slot. Across the field. I think he's pretty quick. Pretty quick player. I don't know, though. I don't know if I'm sold. Elijah Moore at 33. I love Demetric Felton. Bold prediction, Trevor Lawrence will throw 35 touchdowns in his rookie season. I'm with you, Elliot. I'm with you. Well, I don't know if wide receiver is in need at the moment. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably the toughest one here. Let's see, Nick Eubanks. We do need a tight end eventually. This is Nick Eubanks out of Michigan. It's a little, a little slow there. Okay. Good coordination. I want to see him blocking. I mean, his highlights aren't going to be him blocking, but love to see him blocking. Seems tough with the ball in his hands. He seems like he has good concentration. He's obviously had different quarterbacks through his career there. I've watched like 3 different guys throw to him. We're doing it. We're doing it, boys. We're taking Eubanks. I'm sold. I like it. A guy I kind of had on my list already. We're going Nick Eubanks. Let's go. And Darden goes the next pick. Whoever said Jalen Darden got a dump later. All right, Jimmy, it's good talking to you. Is Tommy Treble still on the board? I don't know. Let's take a look here. He is not. If his name is spelled correctly, he is not. All right, we're going into round 5 here. We've taken 2 wide receivers. We've taken a safety. We've taken a tackle. We've taken a guard, and we've taken a tight end. So we've addressed everything that is like a glaring need right now. Did you forget Carlos Hyde? Carlos Hyde, yeah, good player. Here's the thing: was when you get into these like draft, like if you're looking at the screen here, these guys that are like projected to go high, like the big board or whatever, they're all like the same position. They're wide receivers, they're running backs, they're offensive linemen. It gets kind of muddy here. In my draft that we've done here, I think we've done a good job of addressing those positions. The immediate needs. We have tight end, guard. We have a safety. I think that the next thing we're going to need is we've got an edge. I think the next thing we're going to need is a corner. Let's take a look at Keith Taylor here. A 4.57. Don't know what happened there. That's not what we wanted. Let's try this again. Okay. I think this is where I'm leaning toward, boys. 6'3", 195. I mean, big frame. He can put some weight on. Areas of improvement or concern. Speed, but then he runs 4.5. Oh, we're going to see some high school track film. Okay. He's kind of a thick boy. Is he going to chase down this running back? Is that him? Oh, that's him. Okay. Okay, now we're going to have to watch this again. Okay, so he's going to come from this side of the field. I think his speed was like what everyone said. I mean, he's a pretty fast guy, right? I mean, that's a good angle for sure. This is like a whole breakdown of film of him. Good tackle in the backfield. I like this. He's going to read his keys. He's going to seal the edge. I mean, it's a pretty sleight of frame guy there to make a tackle on. I don't care about this, okay? Ooh. That wasn't him, was it? Okay, 27. Comes down the edge. Ooh, gosh. Who did this video? He is a willing tackler, that's for sure. All right, I've seen enough. Keith Taylor, welcome to the team. Elliot Crabtree, yo, I just got a notification from News for Jags saying Jags fans are on the Twitterverse are crowdfunding a wedding gift for Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, that's if you saw, that's what happened. Jalen Moore, just a different Jalen Moore. Yeah, I mean, what do you get a guy that's about to make like millions of dollars? Something like memorable, maybe? All right, pick 170. Let's see here. I have a tight end from Georgia, Trey McKitty, and Charles Snowden. Let's see if Snowden is here. Nope, Snowden's been picked already. All right, nice. Marvin Wilson. Wasn't Marvin Wilson projected to be like a top 5 player like 2 years ago? A D tackle? I think that's where I'm leaning toward going. Trey Hill, I know a lot of people like Trey Hill. Kylan Hill from Mississippi State. Josh Palmer. I mean, these are all names I've seen to the Jags. Trayvon Grimes. Nah, I watched enough of him. I don't know if he's going to translate well. We're going to, I think Marvin Wilson's going to be our pick here. Let's take a look. I like Marvin Wilson. Did he have an injury? He had an injury, didn't he? He had an injury. Still shocked. Colin Johnson, the tallest wide receiver in the league. Hopefully he turns into something special for us. I think I'm a big Colin Johnson fan. I really am. He had an injury, didn't he? I think he had an injury. Let's take a look at who he was pre-injury. nothing like a flag going on your highlight. Yeah, dude, I love his explosiveness. I really do. I'm a big Marvin Wilson fan. Look at that. Beats a double team. Okay, so we're going to the 3-4. So we're going to need a guy to line up on the nose or the shade, right? He's shaded here on the outside shoulder of the center. Look at this little. This is your classic center. Let me get my hand on him like I've been coached, right? But it just literally does nothing. A guy like Marvin, oh my gosh. So literally 3 guys touch him. A 4th? No, running back misses him. What's up with his injury, though? Let's take a look here, boys. We're not going to draft a player without doing our research. We're going to at least do a Google search. All right, Marvin Wilson injury update. Marvin Wilson impact. All ACC first and second team respectively. Turning 2020 season may have been ill-advised, most notably to his knee. Oh, he's got knee injuries. Okay. He invited to the Senior Bowl, was limited due to the wrap on the right side. Oh, we have a breakdown of the knee anatomy. Oh, look at this. All right, we're taking him. We're taking him, boys. We're taking a flyer. We're taking a flyer. Junior Jags Press, I miss you mock draft. Who'd you pick so far? All right, Junior. We're at to back it up. We're getting around 6 here, so we're pretty deep, but we'll go over it. Not a problem. Oh, wait, hold on. We got to wait till our next pick. Basic torn meniscus. MCL, okay. Hoodie, it's not the worst injury in the world. DJM says the year is 2024. Trevor wins the Jags their first Super Bowl. Jason Trevor personally invites you onto the field. After the game, winning touchdown, he starts kissing you. Do you stop him? No. What kind of dumbass question is that, DJ? Come on. Do I stop him? Would you? Who was the dumb NFL that drafted Marco Wilson, the guy that threw the shoe during the LSU game? Oh, God. Marco Wilson. If you're a Gator fan, you never want to hear that name again, ever. Ever again, for sure. Hoodie 94 says Baron Browning has got to get. Elliot Crabtree. That's about Trevor Lawrence getting married. Hey, good for him. All right, we got pick 249 coming up. Junior Jags Press. We're going to recap the picks here, but we didn't have a pick there in the 6th round, I don't think. All right, so recapping who we have so far. If you just got here. Number 1, Trevor Lawrence. I know. Surprising. 25, Kadarius Toney. Actually, a little surprising, but that's who I think is going to be good. 33, Alex Leatherwood. Bucked conventional wisdom on Freiermuth. Took Alex Leatherwood there for sure. 45, I took Greg Rousseau out of Miami. I just think if we're going to go to 3-4, we're going to need someone that's versatile that can line up at that big end, which I know people don't like that word after Gus Bradley ruined it, but that big end or that edge, he can kind of do both, and I like that he can play like every single down. At 65, I took Javon Holland. I think we need to clean up that secondary. I'm not huge on who we have in the safety position right now. I took Javon Holland, though. He's a good player. I mean, I like his ball skills. He can kick return. I'm a big guy on kick returners. At 106, I took Dante Brown. The dude's massive. I mean, the dude is huge. I like huge dudes. I think Warhop will be able to kind of work with him, and we need help on the offensive line. I think offensive line is one of our biggest areas of needs. I know people don't believe me, and they are happy with it, but I'm not. I don't like either of our tackles, and I don't really like our right guard. I'm okay with Andrew Norwell, and I'm okay with Linder. That's where I'm at. And I'm okay with Juwan Taylor, but he's going to take a massive step next year, in my opinion. At 130, I took Nick Eubanks, tight end from Michigan. I like Eubanks. I like his ability to kind of block and receive. We need a tight end somewhere. Is he going to move the needle as far as wins? No. At 145, I took Keith Taylor out of Washington. I think he's as a corner. We need a nickel guy. We need a guy that can kind of come in and be there. I mean, Shaq Griffin, anyone that talks about Shaq Griffin is like, gives him the title is like he's above average. Like, I don't want an above average guy. Like, I want a good corner. I think regardless, I think he's a 2. So cleaning that up, that's what I think. Didn't have it. Oh, yeah. At 170, I took Marvin Wilson. I like Marvin Wilson's potential. Marvin Wilson was projected to be a top 10 guy before his MCL injury. I like Marvin Wilson. Took a flyer on him. It is what it is. We need help on the D-line. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that, but that's my opinion. Our next pick at 249. At here, I think we're kind of just taking best available player. If we look at the best offensive player available, I mean, they have a tight end from SMU, Kylan Granson, Ben Mason running back. I do think that there is a running back at some point taken. Is this where the running back's taken? Maybe. Multiple tight ends. I could see multiple tight ends taken here. There's some good players. Buddy Johnson, a lot of people like him. Rashad Wildgoose, I've seen a lot of people mock him to the Jags as well. How many corners did UCF have? Tay Godwin. All right, this isn't going to be a sexy pick here. And I hate drafting people from Michigan, but you're telling me Michigan has 2 running backs? All right, let's see here. Fullback / tight end, Ben Mason. I already like him at 6'3", 256. I already like this guy. Why are they showing me a defensive player? Okay. All right. As much as I like this guy, I don't think... Brandon Leonard has been getting snubbed from the Pro Bowl in the NFL. Should be ashamed. Yeah, I don't know if he's been snubbed, but he's been injured a lot, to be fair. All right, let's take a look at Rakeem Boyd. He's another guy here that I think the Jags might go after. I watched a lot of Rakeem Boyd. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the fact that I watched a lot of Gator games, but I watched a lot of Rakeem Boyd. He runs pretty high. His pad level's a little high, but he doesn't. I like his game though. I like his smoothness. I mean, he's big. That ends because here's the thing. Okay, we did a little breakdown of Urban Meyer's favorite plays in a video, and this is one of them. And when I see a running back consistently do well and on this play, it makes me want. I'm sorry, I'm used to my camera being on this monitor, so I'm looking here, but I moved it because I have a new computer set up. Here's my camera. Whenever you see a running back run the inside zone this effectively, my eyes kind of pop. Ezekiel Elliott was a guy that destroys the inside zone. Urban Meyer ran him to death when they won the national championship. I do think Urban Meyer is looking for a guy that thrives on the inside zone. So I think he does take a running back here at some point. This guy from the video here tells us he's on Last Chance U. Rakeem the Dream Boyd. I like it, dude. Let's take him. Let's take the Last Chance U guy. I mean, the thing about inside zone is it's about vision. You don't have to be super fast. You don't have to be amazingly with your jump cuts, but you do need to have good vision. Rakeem Boyd, Last Chance U. Welcome to the team. Let's do it. Now we're getting there. We're in round 7, so that's our last pick, and I think that we did pretty well here. So let's. I want to blow this up for you guys. Let's see if I can do it. All right, here's our picks. Y'all grade me on how we did here. Number 1, we took Trevor Lawrence. I hope you're not surprised there. 25, we took Kadarius Toney. I'm big on Kadarius Toney. He's going to be good. I'm sorry. If you don't think he's going to be good, then maybe you don't think he's valued at 25. That's fair. But if you watch Kadarius Toney, he is a good player. And maybe we need to watch his highlights before we log off here, just so that you guys believe me. Alex Leatherwood. I'm a huge Leatherwood guy. if you think about it, he's Cam Robinson as far as he was Alabama's left tackle on a national championship team, taken in the top of the second round. There's a lot of similarities about Leatherwood and Cam Robinson, but as far as their play style, they're not anything alike. Cam Robinson's more of a guy that like uses his big body, and Leatherwood uses his technique, and I'm a big technique guy when it comes to the offensive line. I'm taking Alex Leatherwood. At 45, Gregory Rousseau. I like Gregory Rousseau. I like his ability to play different techniques. Like he can play the 5 technique, the 3 technique, the 7 technique, the 9 technique. Basically, that just means where he can line up. He can line up different places on the offensive line, on the defensive line. And when you run a 3-4 defense, a lot of the times you're not going to be in your 3-4 set. Early downs, you're going to be in your 3-4 set, but a lot of the times you're going to be in your nickel. And a nickel in a 3-4 is like 3-3. And when you're in a 3-3, you got to have pressure from the interior. Gregory Rousseau, I think, gives you that pressure from the interior. Javon Holland. I like Holland. I think he gives you speed, athleticism, and ball skills in the safety position. And he can help you in special teams, which when you get to pick 65, if we're being honest, you got to be able to contribute in special teams. At 106, Dante Brown. Flyer guy to me. Huge, massive guy who I think was a lot better than people think. I know he played the right guard at Alabama, and the right guard's like the forgotten position, but we need depth at the offensive line. I think Dante Brown's going to be a good player. Nick Eubanks, I like Eubanks' ability to block and catch the ball. So I took him at 130. At 145, I took Keith Taylor. I think Keith Taylor is a guy who gives you a lot of athleticism on the back end. From the video we watched, he's going to need to improve his tackling in one-on-one space. But if we're being honest, in the NFL, if you can tackle in space one-on-one, you're an elite player. Like, no one's asking corners, even at the NFL, to tackle one-on-one in space anymore. Like, we're pursuing to the ball. Corners, you just got to cover. At 170, Marvin Wilson. I like Marvin Wilson as a player. I've been big on him for a number of years. I think he's a guy, to me, he's a guy that can recover from his injuries and become who he was before. Give me Marvin Wilson, again, interior D-tackle. Let's do it. At 249, the last pick, 7th round, I took Rakeem Boyd, a flyer guy. I think Urban Meyer is going to want a running back at some point in this draft that can run the inside zone, similarly that Ezekiel Elliott did for Ohio State with him. And I think Rakeem Boyd is kind of close to that. If you watch Last Chance U, he was on there. But I think, to me, this draft is a home run. If we hit full results here, we don't want full results here, but like, that's really what I think would be the best for the Jags. And all in all, look, I think we had a good day. And I know we had some other people in here talking about it, but see, people are giving me some bad grades. A for effort. Thank you, Jeremy Pitts. DJ M says C+. Okay. But to be fair, I've seen a lot of people that graded the Jags picks last year really high, and they were really bad. Junior Jags Press says, my tight end target are Kenny, Yabo, Hunter Long, and Nick Eubanks. All right, Junior, we're on the same page there. Elliot Crabtree says, Jason the GOAT gets an A+ mock draft grade. I respect you a lot, my man. Elliot, I respect you a lot, and I do not say that lightly. You are the OG. You are in my chat. You're in UCF Jaguars chat. Elliot, dude, I'm going to get you on the show one of these days. I'll message you later about that. Austin, I just think the real draft will have a lot more speed. Well, okay. No offense to you, GM Skills. I wouldn't be surprised if they go offense first 4 picks. We have glaring needs on defense. I agree with you that this is an offensive draft, but we have glaring needs on defense. We have needs at interior D-line. We have needs at corner, at nickel corner. We have needs at safety. We have needs at linebacker. We have needs everywhere. So they're going to take best available player. And although it is an offensive-heavy draft, I think that you will see a defensive player for sure. Jason, let's show them that amazing Tony. Okay. All right, Maverick. Let's do it, dude. I'm glad we're on the same page about that. I really am. All right, we're going to end this show with some Kadarius Toney highlights because none of y'all liked that pick. And you know what? Oh, another shiftiest player. I got to make this screen a little normal size here for y'all so y'all can see. How many players are going to get this moniker of shiftiest player? This is like the 3rd player YouTube has called the shiftiest player. Then Blue Moon, you're welcome for that free advertisement. I don't really like Blue Moon that much. What is this? A citrus wheat light beer? Oh, come on. No, thank you. Pass on the Blue Moon, that's for sure. I'm not a big Blue Moon guy, but I can't hate, I guess, if you like it. All right, we're going to end this with Kadarius Toney. Look, I appreciate you guys being in the chat. You guys are awesome. We're gonna have a show tomorrow. I'm gonna have one of my buddies on who's a big Jags fan. We're gonna talk Jags. It's gonna be a good time for sure. If you didn't hear yet, the live show for the draft. If you live in Jacksonville, we're doing a live show at Philly's Finest in Jax Beach. It's right on 3rd Street. We're gonna be there the whole night. Okay, so come hang out, come say what's up. We're gonna have an open mic. So come. You're gonna come sit. And you're gonna be on the live show. And you're gonna be able to tell us what you think. You can tell me I'm an idiot. You can tell me that you like me. Don't care. I have really thick skin. Come tell me what you think about the Jags. Look, we're called Jags United because we're about uniting the Jaguar fans. We don't want to ostracize anybody. If you have a bad take, good. I've had many bad takes in my life. I've been a Jags fan literally my entire life. Come hang out. Come talk Jags. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get a drink or two. We're gonna be just feeling good, and we're gonna watch the Jags pick 2 picks in the first round. And it's the beginning of the Trevor Lawrence era, so it's definitely gonna be a party. So come hang out. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be there all night. Make it out to Jags Beach. If you don't live in Jacksonville, we're gonna do a live show, so you can watch, you can join along, same as this. Tell us what you think about the picks. We're gonna be responding to them live. It's gonna be a good time. I'm super excited about it for sure. Dude, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. I love this. I love doing this. I can't wait to do more of this when the Jags get good. Predator, thank you. Predator, thank you. Austin, have a good night. Yes, that's right. J.R. Gordon, you're an idiot. And we also love you. Thank you, dude. That's the best thing I could hear. That's how I talk to my closest friends. So that's how I know you love me, J.R. Gordon. That's how I know. Look, thank you guys so much. I love